Tenno, you will make an excellent hunter.
So it's another day. It's another day in the Warframe universe. And let me see. Check certain things first. Alright, so standard procedure. Always start off with. Well, today I'm not going to do clan recruitment. We'll be on Warframe tomorrow as well. So I'm not going to do that. We'll be playing Bloodborne later on today as well. That's if things go good on Twitch. Otherwise, I might have to play Bloodborne on YouTube. But the first thing I want to start off today is before I do the Kahl weekly, because depending on the video, if it stays on for a while or it just glitches out, um, and internet goes down for reasons I don't know. I came across something before. I actually care or think about it. There's at least 3 or 4 characters within Warframe that are based on historical events or taken from historical um, families or characters within Japan. You could basically say the first ever ninjas were originally formulated from assassins from Persia or the Middle East, then went to China and then came down to Japan. But the word shinobi, ninja, that was the first Japanese formulation of a school not just of assassins, but of specific type of assassins, specific type of stealth assassins, using specific type of weapons, using specific type of outfits, and specific type of executions. Um, were ninjas, and that's Japanese. The first ever of these people were under. Well, just for historic reference, it's not really necessary, but I kind of always knew this because I studied this stuff like way back in the days, and I see if my brain is still remembering it. I think it still is remembering it. It still remembers it. Let me see. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Asuka. No. Edo. Definitely it wasn't Edo. Definitely wasn't uh, Muramachi. Was it? No, Kamakura was 13th century. No, Kamakura was 12th century. It was before Kamakura. I remember. Was it Tara? Tara was. God damn it! When was Tara? I don't want to look this stuff up. It's important to remember these things. I'll look it up if I have to. But it was said that the first ever use for the word shinobi or Japanese assassin, the first Japanese assassin was in five something, late um, late sixth century, and if it's late sixth century, it was five something. So that was way before Tara. So yeah, it was Asuka period. It was Asuka period, and yeah. So that was the historic fact. I just dropped it right there. Was Asuka. So if you ever want to know where the first ninjas were actually formulated, not where they came from, the idea of ninja came from, where the first formulation of ninjas in Japan was in the Asuka province or Asuka prefecture, however you want to call it. And that was like, you know, 6th century Japan. And that's during their ruling. And then from there on, later on, it became a standard thing. And it wasn't completely a standard. It was like a small group of people, but it was never like a village and stuff like you see in Japanese history. Like the whole village stuff, of ninjas, that was Iga and Koga ninja stuff. And that was during, Sengoku period, though, like Nobunaga period, um, you know, uh, the shogunate period, before the shogunate actually became a shogunate. Um, yeah, so Iga and Koga was, I believe, they were like first introduced or first became powerful in 13 something is during the Kamakura. Um, yeah, specifically during Kamakura. After you know after previous ruling of Tara and so on and so forth. Um, and that's how that came into be. And of one of these, and why I picked Ash for this, just the historic part. The art part I will get into later, after I finish Kahl's Weekly. Just the historic part is the reason why I pick Ash is because Ash, I'm not sure if the people from Digital Extremes intended this to be so, but I don't believe so. And if they did, they just chose a name. It's just like, well, okay, that's silly. Um, but no, it seems like it was pretty much intentional to make someone like Ash associated with the Ashikaga shogunate, which is the first, uh, the period or the ruling class, the family that came and defeated the Kamakura later on. And they were prominent for using Iga ninjas. Um, and yeah, and that's, I guess you could say, yeah, they were prominent for using ninjas. And of this is a representation of who they are, the period that they were, why, I guess you could say why Ash is called Ash is as a represent, as short, a very short description of the Ashikaga shogunate. Basically, Ash represents ninja or ninja, Iga Koga. Pick your, pick your flavor. Um, but he was is a representation of a period in time. Like specifically, Ash represents the type of ruling class during that time that used a lot of ninjas. Because technically, the Kamakuras before them, um, you know, went to these people, and they eventually developed and became powerful separate ninja clans during the 14th century, and they became a standard during the 15th century. So you could basically say at the prominent of the use of continuous use of stealth and ninja assassinations was the prominent period. The prominent period for standard use of ninjas was 15th century during the Sengoku period when Nobunaga and them were first, rising to power, mostly used during that period. And then obviously during the Edo period, which came in 17th century, moving forward into Meiji, which was 1800s, which is 19th century. Um, yeah, then all that went washed away. But if you want to know like the exact period when ninjas were at their prime, I wouldn't say like prime. At most use was probably during early prior Edo period or standard were used. Basically, the standard period of use of ninjas was during Ashikaga period and a little bit after Ashikaga period as well. But it's mostly um, when they were first mostly used was during the Ashikaga. They were first introduced and used a lot during Kamakura, but Ashikaga. And that's a little bit of history. So when you see the word ash, think of the the ruling family of Japan that first used them as a standard for his assassination. They weren't just like hired to do, every now and again call upon them. It became like a staple. So it's more like the Ashikaga period was a staple time for use of ninjas or ninjutsu. So yeah, or it's like the golden age of comic books. Think about it in that form. When was the golden age of ninjutsu? I guess you could say it was, 15th, 16th century. And that you will be accurate. The first, when you say the beginning of ninjutsu was, you could basically say 13th, 14th century. But it's like maturity. A kid is a teenager, and then the kid became a mature adult and strong, and that's how a 20-year-old will always be stronger than a 15-year-old, and that's how I consider the Kamakura period compared to the Muromachi period. You know, Muromachi was 20-year-old ninjas, where Kamakura was like 15-year-old ninjas. That's how you would compare it. So Ash is a representation of that family. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know if this is intentional by Digital Extremes, but I always knew it was weird that they have that. I never brought it up before because I could be wrong, but now I'm thinking about it, you know, I should just let it out there, get it out there. And if they didn't know that and they just decide to use, oh, we think Ash is a great name for a Warframe, that's kind of stupid. But at least I get to label it in the contents of what ninjas are. Maybe they never had it. Maybe they just decided to use it. So what? I mean, at least I gave it a description if they never did. But I find it hard to believe that they probably just pick a random name without any type of historical association towards Ninja. Since Ash was also one of the first Warframes back in open beta. Yeah, that, and if I'm not mistaken, let's see who else. It was two others. I said three or four, but it was more like two others. Wasn't full bond. I believe it was either Volt. It was Volt or um, I know it wasn't Mirage. Nah, who the hell was it? It wasn't Chroma. It wasn't Nova either. It must have been Volt. It must have been Volt, and it must have been Nova. It must have been Volt and Nova, because all the others are related to other different religious groups or mythological groups in history, Nyx, Revenant, so on and so forth. Either I'm way off, but I believe it's Volt and Nova. So let me look up Nova and let me just clear it to myself. This is the first time I knew Ash was a standard. Nova. All right, so let me check. It was someone. It's two others. No, it wasn't Volt either. Shit. It was one of these. I know it's. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Because I know the obvious ones. The obvious ones are... Hold on. Am I like way off on this? No, I can't be. I'm remembering. It's definitely not Kahl. Could actually be Embers. Yeah, Ember is one of... Yeah. Yeah, it was Ember. Yeah, it was Ember. Embers of War. Based on Japanese Ember in Japanese mythology. Yokai. Onibi. Demon Fire. Classified as embers. Well, not necessarily. That's not what I was looking for. I mean, you can put it as that, but ember in Japanese history. The Embers of War. Yeah, Meiji Restoration. Okay. So yeah, it was one or other. I mean, Ember. It could be mean for other religious association, but it also could mean, um, like I said, the same thing applies to Ash. The people who made Warframe probably just pull on, you know, a name out of the hat and call it that. Same as for Ember. They probably didn't know that Ember can be associated with wars in Japan, and especially with ninja wars in Japan. Um, there's another one. I knew there was another. There's three at least. I remember. Um, I know Atlas is related to um, Roman mythology. Baruch is um, Thai/Chinese. Chroma is I believe is Roman Greek. Um, Not sure about Equinox. I believe that's Celtic. Frost, I believe that's um, Baltic um, as well as Norse. Um, Not sure about Garuda. Hydroid is Caribbean. During time periods of pirates and stuff, related to krakens and so on and so forth. Um, Harrow. Wait, it might actually be Harrow. I know it was at least three. I just don't. Just can't for the life of me remember what the the last two were. And then I remember one of them is Ember, and the last one escapes me. But it's one of them. It's one of them. I don't remember the last one, but I remember it was Ash and Ember, and the others. I always thought it was Nova and stuff because Nova is um, basically celestial in relations to human history. Every uh, historical, mythological, or accurately history unrelated to myth has used Nova as a representation of birth or new life or destruction in some way or form. So, from moving on from that, um, yeah, I'll just do calls weekly, and then I'll get into basically the art style stuff, um, which is going to be related to, um, I guess you could say, structure of things when it comes to curvatures, and with relations to ninjutsu, I guess, in art. Like you see it in anime, you see it in comics, you see it in live action stuff. Um, how that is used as an art form. Ninjutsu is used as an art form. And probably don't even need, but I'm not talking about the history of art form. I'm talking about how it's used specifically when you're doing drawing. Um, when you're drawing things related to ninjutsu, or you're trying to understand the history of ninjutsu and then you're applying it into a character that you're trying to build or a representation of something related to ninjutsu in form, because when you're drawing something you're simply drawing it. You have to know form, shape, dimensions, perspective, foreshortening, structure, and all that stuff. But the moment you've got all the and creative and unique, and then you have to understand a little bit of the art form of what that thing is. So you have to know a little bit about the artistic history of that thing. Even if you create a fictitious idea of it, or a defunct idea of it, or an alternate universe idea of it, you still have to have at least a 25% understanding, formula, or foundation added to it, at least 50 to 25% originality of the base foundation of what that historical accurate thing is applied to the other 50% of what your creation is when you're applying it to an art. For instance, Ash helmet right here is a good representation of Japanese masks. And if you're going to make your idea of a Japanese mask, you have to look at the Japanese mask used to represent a type of demon, a demon mask, and what type of demon mask it is. It's it's an Oi mask, uh, an Oni type mask, or Yoma type mask. So you have to understand the Yoma, have to understand the design of Yoma masks and or Oni mask, and what it's supposed to represent. And when assassins put on demon masks, it's supposed to convey what they are, what they represent to their enemies. So it's not just, oh, I want to design a demon mask on a character. You have to understand what it is that they're about to do, and the mask have to represent what it is that they're about to do. The killing of someone at the behest of their emperor, or at the behest of a deed. So when I wear this mask as Ash, is basically me saying I'm going to go destroy a lot of veneers. But if I switch to a different mask that's less aggressive, it's also a representation of what I'm about to do. Like, say if I was to use this mask, it's a representation of what I'm about to do or where I'm about to go. Let's say every time I see this mask, I think of scorpions. So the first thing that come to my mind, where do scorpions live? Desert. So let's say I'm going to use ash here for a subterranean or scorpion-esque type planet. I will want to color everything yellow, and I will want to have his helmet look scorpion-esque, and I will want to have the location I'm going to set him in as a background, whereas a place that he's going to fight is dry, dreary, and not very humid, like a jungle or something. An outdoor area that's plain and hot, and where you would think when you look at the character, like, oh, he's not hot at all. He looked like he fits right in, because then you think about Scorpion, where Scorpion lives. It's that type of mentality when I'm speaking about art. It's not just simply the representation of you drawing the thing. You have to, what it is that the character has on, his mask, his outfit has to represent or emulate a type of behavior that he's about to do. So I won't get too much into that. I'll just do the mission. Calls weekly for right now, so I'm going to shut up. I'm just going to do my calls weekly.
You must be feeling guilt.
What you see is what I've got. Shooters, mods, all untraceable, 'cause they're all stolen.
Tenno Camp is best camp. Huh. About time. Good.
Nobody around but Rex and a few Veilheads. All right. Get in, find the parts Chipper wants, get out.
This a Thumper station. Thumpers all dead?
Probably. Sure. Some of your Grenier friends are locked up here, if you want to say hello.
Okay. We do this.
family. I must find them.
That one.
Looks like there's some bigger firepower for you ahead. Can you carry the...
Kahl can carry. Another! Getting hit! Brother, get up.
Kahl, looks like there's some bigger firepower for you ahead. Can you carry the...
Kahl can carry. Kahl always want one of these.
Cross that rope bridge.
Need break Thumper open. Found more. Worm Thumper. Chipper want locomotor core. That behind armor.
Just making notes. I am learning so much from you.
Gun, no good here.
There has to be something we can do. It's just a machine. Kahl, there are multiple ramparts near your location. Heavy gun emplacements. I suggest you use them.
Kahl learning so much from you.
Am I missing something here? I know it says use ramparts. I'm looking for the ramparts. I'm trying to see, maybe it's this place on top of something or under something. It's not indicating, obviously on the map, that's an outside location of those other two indicators. So it's not the same thing. Thinking to myself, maybe it's above somewhere. I'm just not seeing it. So you use ramparts to remove. Use ramparts to remove vulnerability. Oh, where's the damn ramparts? Oh, obviously you can't. I obviously can't go back. So, unless the ramparts is someplace right in the center, like it was the last time I fought them. Alright, so that's directly the center of the map, just like I did the last time. I don't know why this is taking so long. It's like I completely forgot this mission. Or maybe I did forget it. It's just like I just can't recall where the ramparts were.
Need blood.
Where are they? Maybe I'm supposed to go higher. Where the hell is this ramparts? No. I think I might have completely forgot. Completely forgot.
Take cover. No queen.
I completely forgot. The hell is it? Where the hell are the ramparts? Maybe I think my screen might be my resolution might be actually messing up. So I think that happened the last time as well. I couldn't see where it was. The ramparts were due to my resolution. Where was it? Wasn't that? Wasn't that? Damn it. What the hell? I don't remember it was by a door. Or was it directly in the center? I just can't remember. Maybe it was right underneath. Hidden in a little cave area. Trying to recall. This is ridiculous, man. You know what would be funny if it didn't even spawn? That would be real funny. If it didn't even spawn. That would be hilarious. If it didn't even spawn. Thinking to myself, maybe... Where was the last place I had it the last time? Wouldn't it be indicated on the map or something? No, it wouldn't. I hate when I can't remember this stuff. Was this something I was supposed to pick up? What the hell? I can't go through the doors. Let me see if I can go through the northernmost door. Or is that blocked off too? That's probably blocked off as well. I like wonder what the hell's going on. Yeah, that's blocked off as well. What are these damn ramparts? I think it might actually supposed to be here somewhere. Directly in the center. I just can't remember. What the hell? I wonder if he even spawned. Here's the problem. If it didn't spawn, then I'm screwed. But if it is an issue with resolution that I can't see it, then... Where the hell is this rampart? It says use ramparts. I'm thinking maybe it's a bomb that I have on myself or a power or something.
You all done?
Bomb or something? This is pissing me off. I was thinking maybe it's a specific part on the machine to knock down a shield that's on it.
Kahl taking fire.
I wonder if that's it. You just have to take down shields. I'm thinking too much into it.
Weakling.
A specific part on the machine. No, but that can't be it. It's too damn obvious. This is stupid. I can't see that. You know what? I think it's due to the resolution. I can't see what's going on. The ramparts probably didn't even spawn in the mission. Like, I'm thinking to myself, oh, okay, maybe the ramparts did spawn in the mission.
Kahl hurt it bad. Now, Kahl, finish job.
Are you shitting me? I did that like several times. I shot him several times with this thing. Is that what they call a turret gun? Ramparts? That's a dumbass name for turret guns. Ramparts. And it doesn't even matter. Unless I completely forgot. Okay, gotta use more ramparts apparently. I completely forgot that I was supposed to use turrets to shoot at them. It's completely ridiculous, but apparently that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Using turret guns to knock down his shields. As if this big ass gun I'm carrying it isn't enough. Unbelievable, man. It's like I completely forgot those damn things were called ramparts. It's like the dumbest name you could give to a machine. Like the dumbest name you could give for like turret guns, ramparts. They sound nothing like freaking like turret guns or ramparts. Oh, wait a minute. The other one has to go now. But it is my bad. I completely forgot. I'm supposed to use the turret guns. Still, dumbass name for turret guns. Well, I guess I can't do that. Come on. What? Cross the bridge, get up there. What? It didn't hit him. Some bullshit. Come on. Where is he?
Shoot through this.
Okay.
Such an easy mission. It's just I completely forgot that ramparts were actually turret guns.
How did you do that?
What dumbass name for
shoot in
turret
right
guns.
place. And
Ramparts.
not die.
I'm looking for like the ramparts. I was like, where the hell are the ramparts? Thinking that they're actually parts you have to ram into the machine, or parts as in find different parts on the machine or anything related to parts. Could I just call it something gun? Like ramparts. Real stupid name, but at least I remembered. Now I could keep it going. After this, I'm gonna...
All aboard. Keep your heads and biceps inside the windows.
After this, I'm going to do 0-0. Veil's broken. Stock earned. Earn 0 stock. Jump run. Well, I did the mission. Supposed to have points for that. Let's see how much points I have. Alright, so based on this, my damn Twitch is going stupid again. So I have to end it here and then restart it again.